All right, music fans, welcome back. Harmless Me here, talking about real music in real time for real people just like you and just like me. So, rock stars react to the election results. This seems like a big deal. And rather than me looking and digging for stories about music, I tried yesterday and it was. I mean, there were a couple of stories I did, but for the most part, it's been a slow news week because of this little election thing that we had going on here. But rock stars are reacting in a typical fashion, and I am perplexed because the person that they wanted to win has decided, or at least has stated, that he would like to do a lockdown, or a mask mandate at least, and probably a lockdown for quite some time next year. Because it's been working so well wherever it's tried, right? Oh my gosh. There's very little truth out here in neoliberal land. That's what I call it. It's there's just very little truth. So, Paul Stanley says the joy everyone who voted for blankety blank, who just won, was unseen in the election 4 years ago. I don't know. I think there's probably some happy people 4 years ago. I don't know. Those caravans and those 89 mile per hour parades that I was privy to, there were a few people that were they're out there. You know, they're kind of like working class, because I see them. They're the people that used to spend all their disposable income going to Kiss concerts. A whole bunch of them. See how that works? Mick Jagger, same deal. He's looking forward to coming back to an America free of harsh words and name-calling. Why? Because Mick Jagger is an expert on not using harsh words or name-calling. Remember that fight that he and Keith Richards had during, like, the 80s? They weren't even talking to each other and so forth. No harsh words. And, by the way, it's not the harsh words that matter. It's what team you play for. And again, things have changed a lot. Look, in the old days, 30, 40 years ago, the parties had kind of a different take on things. And I think a lot of that has flipped. It's like 180 degrees. In most cases. Not all the time. System of a Down, band I don't listen to, but this gentleman has said the president has been under attack for nearly 5 years. I don't know how you can't agree. You wouldn't agree with that, because why isn't that true? The rest of the world, according to Brian May, the rest of the world is rejoicing, even in Zimbabwe, where they have no food because the breadbasket of America has been shut down because we have no supply chain. But the rest of the world, including places deep in the heart of Africa, where people are starving to death because we can't produce enough food, is really excited that they're getting their friend America back. This other guy says, blankety blank's victory feels like a big relief. Great. I hope that some level of civility will return. How is this going to make civility better? By the way, people like me, I'm not screaming on here. I'm doing my casual observations at the foolishness. And of course, they have here rockers react to blankety blank winning the presidency. Ted Nugent. Well, we knew that Nuge is kind of like pro the other side, that he does get a little cartoonish, but he's consistent. The Devils are about to take control, according to Ted Nugent. Well, rock stars and devils, devil worship. Hey, maybe that's why rock stars reacted the way they did. Some of them. Some of them didn't. I was kind of surprised. There were a couple that sort of reacted just with a really? You guys are happy? And, by the way, I don't know if it's completely over. as of yet. I hear that there are legal happenings that will begin tomorrow. We'll see how that all pans out. But the other folks have declared that it's over. And now we're just going to start picking out new furniture in China and new curtains and, you know, maybe a speech therapist. I don't know if that's going to help. Maybe some dementia medication would be good. Look, folks, again, there are 330 million people in this country. These are the two people that got to the finals. One of them was bad and one of them was worse. Okay, that's how we had to choose. And quite honestly, we can do better than those two. All right, I was for another candidate who ran earlier, and she was destroyed by her own party. So she went nowhere. And she was somebody who could have brought the country together. That was my first choice, because and I didn't agree with everything she wanted to do, but I saw the value in what she could do to bring people together. But the media industrial complex destroyed her candidacy, as well as her own political party. And she would have been awesome. She would have been a great role model. She wouldn't have been groping anybody. She wouldn't have been sniffing anybody's hair. She wouldn't have been rude, crude, and mean like the other complaints are. Nasty, whatever the complaints are, ridiculous. You know, it's just the fact that we did this bad to pick these candidates, and yeah, you could vote for a third party candidate. You would have been much better off to do that. So that's my take on it. Rockers react. Ooh. And their lives are going to continue to go downhill because, again, they voted right against their economic interests for the most part. So that's it. That's my video. Slow news day. By the way, this isn't what I usually do on this channel, but I think times like these sort of demand somebody come out and just talk about things. And so that's what I decided to do. Anyway, Paul Stanley, hope things are looking up for you and KISS next year. My guess is you're going to have to push those concert dates to 2022, if not beyond that. So good luck.